A very lovely morning to all my dear students. Today my topic of discussion is phrase and clause. Okay, I'm teaching this chapter for class 5, 6, 7 and 8. Class 5 you have in chapter number 21 the subject and its parts. Phrase and clause is included in this chapter only. Okay, class 6 chapter number 18 you have phrase and clause. Class 7 in chapter number 17 you have phrase and clause, and class 8 you have in chapter number 18. Okay, again I am telling class 5 chapter number 21 the subject and its parts. Okay, phrase and clause is included in this chapter only. Class 6 chapter 18 phrase and clause. Class 7 chapter 17 you have phrase and clause, and class 8 chapter 18 you have phrase and clause. Okay, so let's start our discussion. I think this is the new topic. You haven't heard this word phrase and clause, class 5. So let's discuss about it for all these 4 classes. Okay, what is phrase? The part of the sentence without verb, that is called a phrase. The sentence that has no verb. The sentence that has no verb, that is called a phrase. A phrase is a group of words which does not contain a subject and a verb and does not make a complete sense by itself. So what is phrase? Phrase means a group of words. It will be a group of words, but it will contain no subject, no verb. So if the sentence contains no subject and no verb, will it make a complete meaningful sentence? No. So that is not a sentence. That is only a group of words. Understood? So phrase means the group of words that will have no subject and no verb and no predicate also. So, and it will make an incomplete sense, incomplete meaning, that will be without any meaning. That is called the phrase. Understood? So let's see the example. If I tell full of money, can you understand what is full of money? Do you have in this any subject or any verb? No. This is, if I tell only full of money, can you understand this is making any complete sense? No. So that is the phrase. If I tell at the sunset, see, you have any verb, you have any subject, you have any predicate? No. It is not making any sense. You can't understand any meaning from these words. If I tell at the sunset, you can't understand. So that is the phrase. See another example. The flowers, all fresh and beautiful, will soon fade. This whole part is a sentence. The flowers, all fresh and beautiful, will soon fade. This is the whole sentence. But if I take only all fresh and beautiful, this part only, so is this part making any complete sense? All fresh and beautiful? No. But phrase is a part of a sentence, a group of words. See, all fresh and beautiful, these are all group of words, but this part does not contain any subject nor any verb, neither subject nor verb. But phrase will be a part of the sentence. This is a whole part. The flowers, all fresh and beautiful, will soon fade. This is a whole sentence. In this sentence, all fresh and beautiful is only a part, and this part does not contain any subject, not any verb, and this part does not make a complete meaningful sense. So this is the phrase. Understood? Clear? Now come to clause. Clause is just the opposite of phrase. Phrase does not contain any verb, any subject, but clause contains subject, predicate, verb, each and everything. Okay, so clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate and is a part of a sentence. See, Hari reached the station when the train had already left. See, Hari reached the station. This is one part. The train had already left. This is another part. So I am getting from this whole sentence two sentences. Hari reached the station. This is one sentence. The train had already left. This is another sentence. These two sentences are interlinked by this word when. Okay. So, and if I tell when the train had already left, this part see containing subject, verb as well as predicate also. Got it? So, Hari reached the station. This is one part. The train had already left. This is another part. This has been interlinked by this word, by WH word when. Okay. Another thing by which you can understand clause will generally be linked with WH words, that, if, or any type of conjunctions. When these things will be present in the sentence, that can be a clause. Understood? Clear? So again I am another sentence. See, the king sat on a golden throne. The king sat on a golden throne. I have underlined on a golden throne. So this is phrase in a clause. Phrase. Why? See, on a golden throne. You are getting any subject or any verb? No. On is a preposition, a is an article, golden adjective, throne is noun. You are not getting any verb, neither any subject. On a golden throne, if I tell only on a golden throne, is it making any complete sense? No. So this is a phrase. Okay. But when I am telling this sentence only, I have changed into clause. See, the king sat on a throne which was made of gold. See, the king sat on a throne. This is another part. Which was made of gold. You can write as it was made of gold. The king sat on a throne, one part of the sentence. It was made of gold is another part of the sentence. So these two sentences are interconnected or interlinked by this WH word which. So which was made of gold, this is the clause. Is it clear? I hope so you got clear. And always remember, when you will do clause, see in the sentence it will be interlinked or joined by WH words, that, if, conjunctions. Clear? So, phrase is a group of words which contain no subject, no verb. Okay, and as it contains no subject, no verb, so there will be no meaning. It will have no meaning. Understood? And clause is just the opposite one. Is a group of words which will contain subject and predicate and will be a part of the sentence. You can separate that sentence by using a full stop. And WH words, that, if, conjunctions can be used in a clause. Understood? So this is what phrase and clause is. In the next video, I will discuss about the types of clauses. First I will discuss about types of clauses, then I will go to types of phrases. Okay? So I hope you understood what is phrase and clause. Just go through your book, class 5, class 6, 7 and 8. Just go through the chapter nicely. Try to understand the definition of phrase and clause. And next day I will discuss you about the types of clauses. Okay? Thank you.